Cool, so there will be none of that shit. Because this is not golf. This is live comedy. Sorry to be looking y'all way when I say golf. I'm sorry. But when I bring your next comedian up, and for the rest of the show, I need y'all claps out of 10. All right? So, coming to the stage is Queen of East Village, coming in town from New York City, but she is here tonight, so I need y'all claps out of 10. I need y'all claps out of 10. I need y'all claps out of 10. And make some noise for Dana Seigelstein.
My time is limited up here. I was told when I first started doing stand-up, it's super important that you move the mic stand before you start performing. It's kind of like etiquette. He's nodding his head, like, I know. It's really important to like show the audience you care about them, you want to give them a good performance. It's kind of like bringing a hair tie to a blowjob. When that shit comes out, like, you know it's gonna be good. Can you take this for later? Oh, you're married! No! It's okay. Your wife is gonna love it, or husband. It is so good. Okay, it is so good to be in DC. It's like one of my favorite cities because it reminds me a lot of my favorite holiday, January 6th. Are you married? Okay. Did you get an erection for the insurrection? If he has to think about it, it's a yes. My number one question when I go out on dates with guys is like, where were you on January 6th? Because if he says something like, California or New Jersey, it's like, phew, he wasn't, in the trenches. But then if he says something like, I was at the Capitol, then it's like, that's a red flag. But like, he really followed through with that plan. And I feel like communication was involved and like, dare I say that's hot? Arrest me, not the insurrectionist. Can you do me a favor? Married. Okay, so if I touch my hair while I'm up here, can you boo me? Sure, okay. So I feel like it's like, you remember Pavlov in like psychology class where like the dogs be salivating when they hear a whistle? Okay, so if I touch my hair, I need you to boo me. So let's practice really quick. Okay, so I am Jewish. Okay, that's anti-Semitic. Thank you for revealing yourself. Where were you on January 6th? So, I feel like I'm super strategic about when I wear my hair curly versus when I wear it straight because I am Jewish. And so, when I wear it curly, I want it to be in places that Jews are welcome, Jews are adored. And really, it's just Boca Raton and the deli. Do you guys want to add a third? Is there another place where Jews are adored and loved? Don't say Hollywood. DC? Okay. Are you married? Oh my God, get out of here. So in New York, I don't know if DC has them, but there's these Jews on the street that they stand in full Jewish garb. I call it church, Jewish merch. Not for sale, you have to convert. So they're standing on the side of the road and they're in full garb and they go up to you and they're like, are you Jewish? Are you Jewish? And here's the thing, like they don't do it if they know you're not Jewish. Like they're asking a question that they already know the answer to. That's like me going up to this group of guys and being like, do you have gonorrhea? Do you have gonorrhea? Not you, my clean king. Like obviously, the Jews on the street, Jogs, are kind of like cicadas. Like, you know how cicadas, you don't know when they're coming, and then shh, and then all of a sudden the cicadas come out and you're like, oh fuck, it's cicada season. That's like the Jews on the street and me with like a Jewish holiday. Like, I don't know, it's Passover, and then I see the Jews on the street and I'm like, fuck, it's Passover again. Like, a year flies by. There's literally a guy on the streets of New York punching people right now. and he's getting a lot of attention, and I'm jealous. So, there's a puncher on one side of the road, and then there's like the Jews in garb on this side of the road. I'm taking 1,000,000 punches to the face, okay? I'm giving a handy in the alley, and then we're going home. You know, like I'm not trying to go over to these people. So I did by accidentally get communion a few weeks ago. Yeah, so I went to the bathroom during a wedding, and the reason I chose to go to the bathroom at that time is because if activities don't include me, I really don't want to be a part of it. Bathroom, always welcoming, for me. So I go to the bathroom, like I'm a quick peer, like I'm quick, but I'm frequent, and I feel like every time I am quick at peeing, I'm still shocked that I did it so quickly. It's kind of like my ex-boyfriend. He would like finish so quick every time and then be like, what? And I'd be like, care for round 2? And he's like, I'm exhausted. So I go to the bathroom and I come back and the line has not moved a lot. Jesus cannot wait. So instead of like going back to my pew, I feel like that's kind of rude. I waited in the line, and they say that when you are in line for communion and then you get up and let's say you don't like adore Jesus, like you're supposed to go like this. Has anyone ever done that? Okay. Love when you guys talk back. So I'm in line, I'm walking towards, my friends are looking at me like, and so I get closer, and I'm like, what if I just didn't cross my hands? What if I just got communion? So I walk up, and I see the priest, and I'm like, and my hair is curly. Similar to the guys on the street, he whispers, he goes, are you Jewish? And I go, yeah, how did you know? He goes, and then I said, do you have gonorrhea? And he said, yeah. How did you know? And I said, and then we made out after. No, I'm just kidding. We actually did go home together. No, we actually didn't. I'm not a little boy. So he said, ew. He was like this. I feel like if Jews did communion, it would need to be catered. Like, there's no way they're getting a cracker and they're, like, satisfied. Like, if I was, let's say I was Jesus, my therapist would be like, don't go down this road again. So I'm Jesus, and I'm sorry, you guys are eating a cardboard cracker of my body? Is that not offensive? Like, if I was Jesus and I got to choose something that people got to eat in memory of me, like, it would probably manchego wrapped in prosciutto. Now, if Jews did communion, it would be like a whole schmear. Like, they'd be like, where's the scallion cream cheese? They'd like fight, this is a new one, let's see. Okay, so they would be like, they'd be like fighting to get in front. They'd be like, Martha stole the lox. And then when you would get up to the priest, instead of being like Father, Son, Holy Spirit, sorry if that was offensive, he would be like, Father, Son, are you still single? I'm not done yet. Okay, so I am with that bit though. Okay, so I used to date a guy, not to who was hearing impaired, and he chose when he was hearing impaired. So a good example of when he would choose to be hearing impaired would be like when the two of us are out to dinner. He'd be like, I can read your lips. And I'm like, I'm not even talking right now. No, you can't. So when we would have sexual intercourse, he couldn't hear the music. And so I would want to put on music, and I would tell him that I'm putting on, what do you like to have sex to? Don't say your thoughts. Yeah. I feel, did I ask the wrong person because you're a, okay. What? Virgin? Give him the hair tie. So I would tell him I'm putting on G-Eazy, my God. Sure. But I actually was putting on Broadway show tunes. So I would open up and be like, Greatest Showman, cue. All of a sudden, I'm in a top hat. Have a baton that's ready to be passed. And it's like, ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. And he's like, again? I'm like, so you can hear. And then when we went a second round, which I said was tough earlier, but it's happened, I put on Mamma Mia. Here we go again. My, yeah. And then last but not least, when I would go on top, it was only fitting to put on Defying Gravity. You guys have been so amazing, so good looking. I can't see most of you, so you got lucky. I want to bring up another fantastic comic. He came from New York as well, and his name is Zuri Durham. Give him a big ass round of applause right now.
Keep it going, man. Keep it fucking going. Like you guys, y'all look dope. Y'all look lovely out here. Y'all bringing up my energy, because I was depressed, man. My girlfriend, she broke up with me 3 days ago. Fucked up, right? Broke my fucking heart, man. She told me I was too progressive. That don't even make sense.